the little stream effects pop up. The moment I load it in. But yes, now I can just do add 3D transform, and then it has scale in it. So we could just scale it down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you could just set, and it's percentage based.
Wait, so would you need to animate that filter?
Yes.
Ah.
Yeah. Yep. Animating filters isn't that hard. It's.
I know it's.
Yeah, I know.
It's types and things and animating the right shit.
Yep. But I've already put all the types in for the base filters. Oh, you mean like which type of thing it is? Can we not just declare them in the types?
Yeah, I know it's all there, but like having to deal with it's just.
Where if it's an enum to not animate it.
Yeah.
Or like if it's a boolean. Yeah.
You can't animate a string, can you?
No, you can't.
String field. Oh, that you treat that like an enum.
Yeah.
You just give it a timestamp.
Yeah, I'd say 50% would probably be the best place to do it, or you can tell it when to. Yeah.
And like you have.
Oh, LC, I just restarted OBS because one of the 3D transform wasn't added. One of the plugins I missed earlier. Yeah, I just restarted.
Can we need a to distinguish between int and float?
Oh, I don't think so, because I think OBS just handles that shit. I don't think there's any forms on a filter that only accept round numbers. Or if it does, I think it... Like, are there any that accept a round number? Because I can't think of any. Besides, like, a shader. But even then, you could probably pass it. Other stuff, so pixelation. So this one, that just has a random seed. No, yeah, so refresh options and parameters. Yeah, all of these are just sliders for the most part. Yeah, most of these are just shaders, but just sliders. I'm trying to think of any that had hard numbers, but I don't.
Explicitly had integers instead of.
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever come across it. Oh, you can set the border color now. Ooh. Oh, that's new. Wait. CRT curvature is different now. What? Oh, no, they have CRT scan lines. Oh, they separated them out. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, that's so nice. They separated the fucking border. Oh, good. Good. So CRT curvature and the scan lines are now a separate effect, so you can just add the scan lines or just add the other thing separately.
Yeah, they're all just ints. I mean, what?
Yeah,
What about scan lines? That's an int.
It is, but
yeah.
What
can you pass in like half?
Like, you can't enter it, but you can. Like, I feel like OBS would. I mean, we can test it and see if we can just crash. Can we just set filter settings? Let me try it. We'll get filter settings.
Filter type.
Yeah, we'll get filter settings and then we'll just set filter settings. Because
why get filter settings?
Because I need to get the specific name for this scan lines thing.
Can you just inspect the code and?
It's a shader.
Yeah, and.
It's an effect file applied to a shader.
Can you just inspect the code?
Maybe, but I don't know if this uses the same.
Does it load the shader data?
So this is what we have.
Oh yeah.
So strength scan lines is an int. It does specify an int, but then whether it
Yeah.
automatically handles you setting different stuff,
Yeah.
as well as we'll have to handle minimum and maximum. Oh, what if for shaders we just process this?
What do you mean?
Because we can, when you select it, it has an input here called file. What if we then process that file, because all of the shaders have the same format, and we just look for the different individual things and dynamically create it on the selection, like on the creation? Because we have the types listed out here with all of its specifications.
But
Float,
what if you
float,
want to like
Boolean, float, integer,
that
float.
works, so you're saying like cogen a bunch of types?
Just no. So just like on, we could code gen types, but I'm thinking more for like, I guess this other people would have to build it into their own, because this would just be a MEMEDOWS thing. Yeah.
Because you'd have to like
you'd have to generate it once.
Spit out the filters, and then you use them in your code.
Yeah.
Because like otherwise, it's not just going to import it and run.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Yeah. We could do that though. Like if we pointed it towards this, could it just auto-generate the types for us? Like once? Because then I can add shaders to it over time.
But I feel like that'd be something specific to like the implementation of stream, like what's it called? Shader filter?
Well, there's 3 different shader filters that people have made.
And what are you using? Stream effects? Shader filter?
So there's stream effects, there's there's OBS shader filter plus. Stream effects also has stuff for shader filters, and then there's where's the third one? OBS shader filter.
Which one do most people use?
Yes.
Which
different
one has
people
most
like
stars on the forum?
Has most what?
Like upvotes on the forum or whatever.
There isn't any of that. So this one has, OBS shader filter plus has 8,000 downloads. This one has 142,000 downloads, and the stream effects has probably a shit ton as well. What the fuck is stream effects? Stream effects has 400,000 downloads. But the issue is they each have different shaders. So that's why usually, like myself, I had multiple installed because I use different shaders depending on what I'm doing. Like I use different shader plugins for different stuff.
Stream effect.
I think shader filter plus is probably the least used.
I think what we'd want to do is have like stream effects shader filter, because it's just like one parent. It's like one filter that you apply a bunch of different files to, right? That's how they all work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just select a file from it.
Say we have the stream effects one. We have like stream effects dot shader filter.
Yeah.
Which is the actual filter, and then that takes the generic for the actual shader that's being used, and then we can co-gen the custom generic or the custom types for each shader, which you would pass into the generic.
Yeah.
That could maybe work. When you get the types in. Oh no, that could work. constant. Possibly. We could try cogent, something like that.
Yeah.
But and just publish it as a package.
Yeah.
It's not out of the question.
My camera looks like a soccer ball now. If I refresh the code, will it remove all these filters?
Most likely.
I come back to this is great.
Oh my god.
I didn't restart the codes, they're gonna disappear, yeah. I wanted to eat it. Okay.
Yeah, they restarted.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a very, very interesting thing, but I don't think that's...
Yeah.
It's not something that should be part of OBS, simple OBS.
No.
Because it's like specific to
that
things
was
that use shaders.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to say that should be part of simple OBS. I was just asking in general, is this a feasibility?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an interesting one.
Oh, that's right. I wanted to try and do it on videos and just say fuck it and see if it works.
You know, to do set properties. If you really want to, you can do obs.set scene item properties and pass it the ID of the item. But that will be outside of the animation engine.
Yeah, but then it won't animate. It'll just change size.
It'll change size once.
Yeah. I mean, I could make a loop.
The custom properties idea, I don't hate that, and I might be able to implement that in simple OBS. Yeah, when you're designing
a framework,
the windows to not work.
Yeah.
Like that, that's like, well, you're sort of doing it to yourself there.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you just use a filter.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Is for the Windows specifically, we can just use a filter.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a little bit of a different animation syntax as well. Instead of what do you call it? Doing run animation on a scene, you just pass in like the individual items that you want to animate, and so run animation would take a variable amount of what I would call like sequences.
Yeah.
And a sequence would have an object to animate and a thing of keyframes.
Yeah.
And then the types that those keyframes can animate are inferred by the object that you pass into the sequence. Yeah. And so it should be able to do that. And that's more of like I mean, what would you call it in After Effects? Like because you have multiple different items, and then you have the keyframes for each item. But like, would each line in the OBS timeline be called a sequence? Would you say? Because the entire thing is called the timeline.
Yeah.
That's for all of them, and they're comprised of individual. I think sequence is like a
layers.
Right way.
Like that's because that's the thing is in OBS each one's a layer.
You're compositing,
and then each one it's a layer and then a property, and then keyframes on that property.
Yeah. I think sequence makes sense. The sequence of keyframes, and then you have all the individual keyframes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna keep that in mind and go and eat chocolate, and then go to my friend's house and make chicken burgers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hopefully you've been like actually doing shit, which is really awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like my issue was just we were doing stuff and I'm just like, fuck knows what this is. Like it was just because all the TypeScript shit, but I'm learning.
Yeah, I think there is certainly opportunities to clean up all of the code, but
Yeah.
it's good enough and it's fine.
Yeah.
At least it's split across multiple files, so you have like a separation of what does what.
Yeah.
Even like inside the files, it might be a little spaghetti.
But it's knowing where
you at
to
least
look.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what each bit of spaghetti does.
Also, I was thinking, I was like, shit, this is gonna be really hard to do, and then I realized, oh no, I just changed 2 lines, and now every time you type an emote, it will spawn that many of that type of emote. As long as I restart it, because I just changed it so if it's greater than 0, do it. Oh no, because now it's not looping through. Yep. Yes. So I need to then make a for. With a for loop, can you reference something that's already created, like a variable?
What do you mean?
I just want it, so if it's greater than 0, run through a loop where it's removing 1 each time.
Why do you want to do that?
Oh, so I want to do it, so if you do like 10 spices, it'll spawn 10 spices.
Just like do a for let I equal 0, I less than number of emotes. Because don't you already know the number of emotes that have been spammed? Or do you have to figure that out?
We do, no, I already have that, but we have to up, because while it's spawning them, it could also add more to it. So I want the loop to just keep continuing.
Because you do for const ID in tags.emotes, so that's all the emotes that were spammed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that all you need to do?
No, because now it'll only run once on each message.
So there's only one emote. So tags.emotes is actually just one emote.
So tag.emotes, it has the ID and then the amount of times it's been typed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so I'm just storing the ID for all of them, and I just need to
take
iterate
the amount and use that as like a maximum in a for loop with a number. And it'll then just run the for loop that many times.
But if it increases while the for loop is running...
How would it increase?
Oh, if someone else types emotes in. Because the for loop, I'm going to put a little bit of a delay in, or else it might crash OBS. Or the physics engine.
But you're processing each message individually. It's not going to increase. You're just going to have it run again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Tags.emotes is constant. Yeah.
Oh, it's because tags.emotes is initialized... Oh, it's emote usage I initialized outside. Yeah. Sick ball. They're just girthy, not ginormous. Oh my god. Have you guys had drinks or you just ribbing on each other?
No, just ribbon.
So for loop and
drinks
then
do sound good though.
Emote usage. No. Oh, how does this work?
I'll do for let I equal 0, I less than ID dot, or however you get the number, I less than number of users.
Array, right? Because they are an array.
Are they
no, they're in an object.
Oh.
It's a big object of keys. But this should work. So wait, so I equals 0 and then I is less than, but then it'll always be less than.
I plus plus at the end.
Oh, and you go up. Yep.
Yeah. You just iterate through each thing.
Yep.
But why do you need that global emote usage?
So I had it global. So I had it global previously because it was meant to be across multiple messages. I'm changing it now. So previously it was meant to be like if I just wanted to do this for fun to see what it was like if it did every single one, but it's meant to be like the spicy-o-meter in the old version, but it's for any emote instead of just spicy.
Oh, so you were thinking like have it
when
be
it
able
goes
to
to
increment it whenever anyone
increments
does a thing, but
anytime for any
have it
emote
spawn them
only once it hits a certain amount. So previously it was after 100 of a certain type of emote, it will spawn one of them on the screen.
Yeah.
But now I'm just trying to refactor it so it'll run through however many were in that message. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's loop through for each time. For however many. Yeah.
And then it should be all the way to here.
I'm gonna hop off.
Yeah.
See you later.
See you later.
Night. Good night, bud.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Oh boy. Okay, so that goes to there, but where's the next one? So that one goes to there. Oh, because that's that. And then this should... Okay, so where does that one go? Without this open bracket, where does that go? So that goes all the way down there. So I need to move that down one and then put... I need to make this all go out one. I guess I can try that. This might crash everything, but I'm excited. So if I do a single spicy, it should spawn a spicy. If I do 2 spicies, it should spawn 2 spicies. But it didn't.
It did not.
Why not? Oh, I'm every time I was running it, I was lowering it. I forgot to remove the negative. I was lowering emote usage as it went through the loop, so it was incrementing up one and incrementing down one. So if I did 4 of them, it would have done 2.
2, yeah.
Yeah. And now I do 2 and it does 2. Holy shit, that was performant. They just blipped into existence. What? What? Holy shit, that's fast.
That's great.
Wow. And then in a
And
couple
we're gonna
seconds, they should
animate
just
out,
start.
or-
Yeah, they should. But that should work for any emote. Like if you do a kappa, it'll spawn a kappa. If you do an animated emote, it'll spawn an animated emote. And then they should just start. Yeah, look at that. They just start blipping away.
Nice.
Holy shit.
That's great.
Does it work for better Twitch TV ones? No, it doesn't, because they don't count. Holy crap. And now if I get a raid, it's gonna crash OBS. Oh my god. I just want to see if I can crash OBS. Or where the limitation is. Holy crap.
I like that you can... Oh.
This is when we
I like
start
that-
hitting performance limitations.
Yeah, you can see them spawning up in the top left.
Yep. And then it moves them.
Mm-hmm.
Because the actual web sockets are now starting to lag. Like, OBS isn't lagging. Any of the movement lag you see is just the actual, like, web sockets becoming delayed. And this is why I can't do it based on every single emote, and you have to do, like, emote combinations. Because it will crash OBS. Holy crap,
Good.
that's so... Actually, what if I just make them a bit bigger? That might be better. But look, it just spawns any emote. That's so fucking cool.
This is... do you remember old Kappa Gen? Like when you actually had options of like what you
Yeah.
could do with it?
But now...
Oh, that's a lot of errors.
Oh, no, that's... Don't worry. Ignore that. Those
Okay.
errors are just... It's a decent... It's because of how OBS WebSocket works. Physics
Oh,
is still
okay.
trying to update it after it's been deleted. Because the packets... The deletion packet and the update position packet come in at the exact same time. And it just happens to
okay.
process the deletion before it processes the update position. And it ends up just trying to update something that's already been deleted.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And then it doesn't complain. I mean, obviously it's not going to. So
Like, it doesn't actually care, because, yeah, it's just one frame of it trying to update while it's been deleted. You guys have fun with the emotes. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I want to make this now. I want to make a clip and put it on Twitter because I think that'll be great.
Hell yeah.
Just I wanted it so any emote someone typed in chat would spawn on screen. Ta-da.
Let me get a bunch of Craigasms copied.
Just do a bunch of different emotes to show that it's not like hard-coded. And it does animated ones, and they actually handle somewhat well. Oh my god. And then if I do yeet, it actually yeets each one individually. Oh my god, it's so dumb. Okay, let me make them a bit bigger, because I can do that. Let's make them actually 112 by 112. Give me a sec, let me restart it. Alright, so now when you do them, they should be double the size. Oh my god, they're huge. They're fucking huge. Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. Oh, that's so good. Oh, look at that. Oh, I have some animated ones. Oh, that's right. I'm surprised the animated ones are so performant as well, because they're all GIFs that are loaded in as a browser source. And my frame times are still fine. Oh my god. Oh, what if I just made them last for like a really short time so that like by the time they hit the ground, they disappeared. So it just like rained down and instantly removed them. That could look cool. So I set it to 3 seconds. I mean, that, okay, let's try 2 seconds or maybe 1500 seconds. Oh, milliseconds, 1.5 seconds. Because they'll still collide with stuff, but then they'll be removed. Oh, it's angry. Okay, now we're good. Okay, I'm going to make them smaller again, because I feel like it has a better impact when they're smaller. And then it's a lot more difficult to crash it because they remove so quickly. Oh, they don't even get a chance to spawn. Like the physics object's there, but it's not actually getting a chance to spawn. Oh, I crashed OBS. Crashed OBS. Fuck. Oh, shit. I did a whoopsie, Matt. Actually kill the stream.
You can't redeem this one. This one just has to be achieved.
God. Okay.
Achievement.
Oh, can I put...
Unlock.
Does the for loop, if I put an await in here, does it actually await? So I'm just wondering, if I put like a 25 millisecond delay on each of them, will it actually... Let's do 100 and so it's actually noticeable. Actually, I'll do 500. That's pretty noticeable. Very majestic to see a real one. Okay. Oh, it does. Oh, so I can make it so it'll just slowly add them over time so it doesn't spam too much. I think 50 milliseconds is a good delay between each of them, because then if you do 10 of them, it takes a second to add the last one. Okay, cleanup didn't work. Somehow. it just adds a little bit of delay to it, so it's not just a shotgun approach, which I think works a bit better. Oh, if we have... So, okay, let me turn videos on. You guys can add videos and then do these, and the videos will interact with it. So if I do cats... Right, then put emotes in, and they'll all interact together. It's so good. It's so fucking performant. Like, holy shit. Then if we do some videos on these.
Oh, these?
Or
My
Sugabliets.
boobies, my massive fucking titties, my super stuffed up milkies, my fucking fabric stretching wind flapping grabby rolling sex mode, these super duper ultra hydro goddamn motherfucking.
And there it goes again.